Alright, you guys, happy Saturday to everyone. Sorry I didn't post in the past few days. Just been busy with live stuff, guys. But not too much has changed in the charts, right? Altcoins are pretty much the same as where they were a few days ago. Same with gold, same with Bitcoin, same with ETH, okay? Now, a lot of people are putting a lot of weight into the Wall Street cheat sheet. When everyone starts to, champion one idea, usually the charts like to veer off from this. So is there going to be a point in time where we don't end the markets in this thrill and euphoria, and maybe it is just an institutional bid? I mean, maybe, but you can see here, gold doesn't care. Gold did end the market, or it looks like it's ready to top in thrill and euphoria. And I won't bore you guys with how it finished, but you already know you've got the normies piling outside, queuing up, waiting to buy their physical gold. I think the same thing should happen for Bitcoin, right? People have been ignoring it this whole time. Even when Bitcoin was 100k, we didn't get, all these normies coming back into the market saying, I need to buy Bitcoin, I need to buy Bitcoin, no matter how expensive it seems to them, right? Gold is over 4k an ounce, okay? That's expensive for the normie. And I do think that no matter the price, we're going to end in this euphoria, and there'll be this new narrative of Bitcoin to 250,000, Bitcoin to 500,000, 1 million. And how much would it take to send Bitcoin to 250,000? Well, a 5% capital rotation from gold to Bitcoin can send the price to 242k. Boom. Bullish, right? Are we going to get that this time round? I don't know. But look, even a 1% capital rotation, guys, is all the way to 134k, which we spoke about before, right? I've said to you guys many times, I think around 135, 134k is a good area to take profit. 2% brings you to 161, 3% brings you to 188k, 4% to 200k, and then 5% to 200 and nearly 50k, right? You guys let me know in the comments right now, how much of a capital rotation do you think we're going to get from gold into Bitcoin? And I'm sure a lot of you guys would have seen this already, but remember, every single time gold has had a major top, it has marked there or thereabouts the Bitcoin bottom. So for 2020, gold top, we saw a Bitcoin bottom at around 15k, well 12-ish k, and then we went parabolic, okay, all the way up to 60k. It looks like we could now be around that same sort of time, guys. And when we do go check out the gold chart, it really is holding on by straws right now, guys, right? If we can get a rollover into the coming weeks, something like that, that could allow us to have our next parabolic move by Bitcoin, especially now that we are still at support, guys. And remember, we said in the previous video, we should be expecting Bitcoin to retest at least 117k, maybe have a rejection back to around 110k before we do have a blow off top. But something to bear in mind is the fact that on the MACD, it looks like we're ready for a bullish cross. And last time we had this, it was new all-time high within weeks, guys. So remember, these bullish crosses do represent larger bullish moves, but they don't always have to have like massive moves, right? We can see here in September, this MACD cross only brought us from around 100k to 117-ish k. But I do think the market makers are going to have a field day. It looks like we're ready to take this liquidity around 112k, and we are building up liquidity at 108k to around 106k. So that's something to bear in mind, guys. Don't start going all in with your trades, because I do think we're still going to have some chop going into the end of the month, maybe going into November. But it should be over by November, guys, because when you do go and you check the quarterly returns and you check the monthly returns, you can see here November is usually just as bullish as October. So maybe we don't have the most bullish October. Maybe we do finish slightly in the red, but we could look forward towards the end of the year. Remember, we are still in Q4. We could still finish green by the end of November. With that being said, I mean, we'd hope that gold does start to rotate into Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin dominance, again, most likely is going to continue higher, right? I'd imagine we try and target at least the median of this order block at around 62% before we do get any meaningful rejections. And remember, if you guys want your altcoins to run, then you'd ideally want this to happen first, because if Bitcoin dominance does rise while the price of Bitcoin rises, then we can get that rollover, right? We're going to have more liquidity to enter into our altcoins, okay? So patience is a virtue right now. We're still at our major bull market support, which we've been at for 6 times right now, still haven't broke below it. And remember, we need weekly and monthly candle closes below this line for us to start to flip bearish, right? Even if we do get some like daily candle closes next week as a sort of like last attempt to shake you guys out of the market. I'll be waiting for the weekly close, okay, to see how we do close October. Then when we do come to ETH, I mean, again, should be targeting around 4.15k. If we do start to reject from there, then I'll be targeting these lows to buy some more ETH. If we do get a 3.4k ETH, trust me, I'm going to be buying a bunch more ETH there. I'll probably be long in ETH there as well. But we'll long this white line, which is the regular trend line. This is the log trend line. That should allow us to have our last push off for Ethereum, okay? So it's not looking too bad for Bitcoin. Hopefully we do get that gold rotation pretty soon. I think if we do get that, then ETH should start to go pretty soon after. Hopefully have a rejection in Bitcoin dominance in the coming months, which would allow us to have the final piece of the puzzle, which is all of our altcoins to start to gain strength again at the end of the cycle, guys. So you let me know, is gold about to rotate into Bitcoin? What do you think? If you found anything in this video useful, you know what to do. Like the video and subscribe. And I'll be back with you guys tomorrow, probably for a live stream. So turn your post notices on. I'll see you tomorrow.